guys, it's Blitz here, and I was just wondering if you've ever been stuck at a certain power rank, or, I guess stuck. Myself, I'm not stuck right now, but this is a video for all of you who's like, oh my gosh, I can't get past 2K, I just can't get past a certain power rank. This is a video showing you the key things that you will need to focus on if you can't get past that certain power rank. And put it all into one video, or try to. Pretty much, let's take a seat here now as I talk to you guys while I'm farming. But okay, that was not planned. I was not that did not look like what it looked. That wasn't what it looked like. So we're just gonna go up here. We're gonna go a little higher on the X. I like it. I like being really high. I'm just that type of guy. Virus. But yeah, in the love seat, just chilling. And if I was to ask you, are you stuck on your power rank, and you say yes, and you don't know how to get any higher, you don't know how to get out of this blockade, this roadblock in the road all the way to 10,000. With that being said, let's pull open the character sheet, guys, and let's start this talk. So, as you can see, Shadow 5 hat, Radiant Bow, Radiant Face. Now, with that being said, you can get every equipment item, well, your hat, weapon, and face, to Radiant without having to wait. All you have to do is just farm enough to get it there. That's all you have to do. And the 4 stats in the 2 purple dots that you see on each individual thing are pearls of wisdom. So, with that being said, you can get 9 pearls on a fresh piece of gear. You want to level it all the way up to Radiant, or you can. Pretty much what I'm saying is, every piece of gear requires 9 pearls to be maxed out, like for all the stats and everything like that. With the little stat boost, it increases each stat every time you put a pearl on it by 10% of its starting point. With that being said, that's one thing you can work on, is your equipment. You can get all pearls. This is missing 1 pearl just because I don't really care too much about energy regen. I could put it on there, but it's not a must. Now you can put it on there, and I believe whenever you put a pearl on, it adds 9 power rank. So what is that? 9, 18, 27. So 27 times 9 is, let me see. It's 243. 27 times 9 is 243. So that's 243 power rank higher than what you previously were at. Now, if you have all of that, let's go to your ally. If you have a shadow ally, meaning the black border when you get it out of like a soul trap or anything like that, if you don't, there is one that you can put on that would still give you 75, which is the cotton candy magic find. Or you could buy Digsley. Oh, actually no, you can't buy the Digsley. Sorry, it's only 5. I thought it was 75. Sorry about that. But yeah, you can buy because it's black. I guess that's the only one, I guess. But yeah, you can get the cotton candy if you started the game and you signed up with like a fake email or a real email. It doesn't really matter. You could have signed up with a fake one to get it, and you can put, and it gives you 75 power rank and 50 magic find, which is a plus. That magic find will in turn help you find other Shadow 2, Shadow 3, Shadow 4, Shadow 5s, Radiance, Stellar drops, so on. With that being said, since it helps you do all of that, when you get a higher drop, like a Shadow 2 drop, you loot collect it, and you get a Shadow 2, or a Twice Forge, you can pretty much, put that into anything that needs to be upgraded. Put that into upgrading it to Shadow 5 and Radiant and so forth, all the way to Stellar. Now, let's go to your ring. My ring is Shadow 4. If you don't have a Shadow 4 ring, you either need to save up to get it, meaning you need to save up enough flux to buy one. Even a trashy one, so be it. Because let's say you're on the border of hitting 5K, like 4,900 something, and if a ring would push you over to hit 5K. Now, what you could do is, you could save up to buy that ring, even if it's a trashy one, because let's say it's a ring with like physical damage and if they have health regen on a ring. But yeah, physical damage and let's say health regen, or physical damage and just period, the worst stat you can possibly get on the ring, which I think is health regen if they have that. But yeah, let's just say physical damage and the worst stat, or magical damage and the worst stat possible you can get on the ring. Stability. Sorry about that. I was trying to think. I'm like, whoa. Okay, yeah. Let's say you get physical damage, stability, or magical damage, stability, or any other ring in stability, and it's a shadow level 4. That ring would be really, really cheap. Most rings on Xbox right now or PS4 right now, I'm not sure what it is for you guys, but most Shadow 4 rings, average decent ring like this type of ring would cost you about, if you go sell it to the right person, 80k, and on average anywhere from 60k to 80k flux. Now if you have a magic find, that's a whole nother ball game. Those can range anywhere from 70k to 100k, probably even 120 if you find the right customer, a person that really doesn't care, just wants it. But yeah, let's get to the stability ring. The stability ring shouldn't cost you anything more than 40k flux, probably less than that, because stability is a worthless stat. What it does is it stops you from being knocked all the way back. Like let's say you're fighting Spike Walker, stability will stop you from being knocked across the map if you have enough of it, pretty much, which is, it's worthless. Majority of the time you're gonna want to be knocked away, because let's be honest, you're fighting Pinata, he knocks you back and you have stability on, so you don't get knocked back, and the next thing you know, all his mobs just drop on you. Bye. that's all I'm gonna say is bye. But alright, let's get on to the emblems and the flask. These flasks are relatively cheap. Any flask will give you 50 power ring except for the basic starting one. Now you can just go and buy a flask just for that 50, just because if you don't already have one. The Marshall emblem gives you 50. Well, any emblem gives you 50, period. So you can do the emblem glitch just because if you're on Xbox. If not, then you just might want to save up, because it is double qubits week. So yeah, you're gonna want to save up. Right now I'm getting 3,000 with Patron. Life is good. So yeah, that's 150 right there. The ring is 172, and these two things right here, if you have a 5-star maxed out rating, it's 345, and then the beginning one is 273. It's 354 with that extra pearl. So 354 if it's maxed out, and then not maxed out with the pearls is 273, which is, it's alright, I guess. But if you have all Shadow 5s maxed out with pearls, it's going to be 262. So let's say you can't afford a radiant yet. Let's just say that. Let's say you're working on your way to get all Shadow 5s with 9 pearls, like I was talking about. 3 times 262 would be 786. So that's 786 power ring. And if you already have that, if you already have all the Shadow 5s with maxed out pearls and you don't have a rating yet, that's what you need to work on getting. You need to work on getting your weapon radiant, or something radiant in your set. Hat, face, something. But yeah, these are all the things that you need to work on if you do not have. If you have all of this, let's go on to your gems. Alright, these are my gems, my empowered gems. They're all stellar for the greater gems, I guess, the higher ones. Pretty much my water's stellar, boom, start off with 2 stats. Stellar, boom, start off with 2 stats. Stellar, boom, start off with 2 stats. All of that. So that's a really good way, to get your power rank up if you want to try to maintain stellars. So let's say you have 2 stellars, or you don't have any stellars, you just have radiance. You want to work on getting that stellar. That's what you want to work on. Let's say you have all radiance, you have all of these radiant, you have all your gems as high as you can get them for now. What you're gonna have to do, that being said, is you're gonna have to wait. That's what I had to do. I had to wait till I was able to get more clovers to upgrade my gems, because you do not want your gem to crack under any circumstances at all. Okay, so let's look at the lesser gems. You're gonna want to get these as high as you can possibly get them. With that being said, you're gonna try to get a 2-star 3-stat gem, level 1. You're gonna want to get a 2-star gem that comes with 3 stats already on it, level 1. That's the best you can get it. And like, let's say for me, I would want physical damage, or let me go to my air. I want physical damage, crit damage, critical hit. These start off with 2 stars and 2 stats. If we start off with 2 stars and 3 stats, I probably have like 100 more. Or let me show you real quick. You see at level 17 out of 23. If I go to my, yeah, okay, yeah, this was 17 out of 23, 524. Start off with 2 stats. But if I go to my fire one, it's 13 out of 23. Boom, 526. And it also recently, just to show you how beneficial it is to start off with 3 stats and 2 stars, my latest upgrade went to critical hit on this gem. And it's still higher than this one, out of 13 out of 23. But yeah, with that being said, that's what you're going to work on, guys. You're going to want to work on all of those gems, pretty much, if you can't get anything higher. That's just point blank, period. Another thing you could work on is your mastery, but I don't really want to talk about that too much because it doesn't really do too much for you. Besides, like, let's say your mastery isn't that high, you can get cubits and credits. That's one of the biggest pluses. Other than that, it's not really too big for you. But yeah, just to show you, let me see. Okay, yeah, this is all the power rank that I'm getting from everything in my repertoire. 30 from dragons. I'm getting 6,833 from gems. I'm getting 450 from class level. I'm getting 1,277 from equipment, meaning my hat, weapon, face, ring, all that type of stuff, all that good stuff. I'm getting 204 from mastery rank, so it doesn't do too much for me. And my mastery rank is 102, so it doubles whatever your mastery rank is. Alright guys, this has been Blitz. I'm gonna catch you guys later. Team Overdose all day every day. Deuces.